Well, here I am at Henrico State Park. Two-night trip to camp and test some shit out. There's my truck, there's my pack, a bunch of stuff I'm testing, and hopefully it all works out. 3 miles today, 3.5 miles tomorrow, and then 6.5. I'm lazy. So as usual for me, I'm about half mile into my hike, and I suddenly don't know if I've locked the truck. I know I have, pretty sure, but it's always like this. I think I forgot something. I'm sure I didn't, I think. I went up that way last time and it sucked. Deer! Somewhere over there. Damn. So one of the things I'm testing is this phone. I don't know how well it works or quite how, I mean, actually it's a good phone. So it's Samsung Galaxy S21 FE 5G. Yeah, whatever. But the camera is pretty good, I think. I'm gonna see how this works when I edit videos on the trail, because I think I want to try that for the PCT. Or that starts in 2 weeks, I think. I've been training for hiking by doing the treadmill with this backpack on at about 20 pounds. And this trail feels a lot like the treadmill with this backpack on at about 20 pounds, even though this pack is about 30. Why can't I do a simple overnight trip with less than 30 pounds? I wonder. As much as me and every other hiker I know complains about switchbacks, this thing right here needs some. I came down this the first time I came here, my first backpacking trip ever, and came down that, and my knee was killing me the entire time. I'm not coming down that way, but I am going up there. Okay, it's been about 54 minutes and 18 seconds and about 2.4 miles, and I'm tired. This was about me when I should take a break, probably. Just sort of stop. I have been walking since I haven't really stopped. I've taken a few pictures, some video, like this one, and but I'm not that far away from camp, so I think I'm just gonna keep going. Less than 3 miles and ready for a break doesn't bode too well for the PCT in 2 weeks, but I'll probably manage just fine. Tomorrow I have all day to do 3.5 miles, so that should be easy enough. Here's my campsite for tonight. I have a picnic table. That's awesome. Look at that, a picnic table. And over here there's water. Yes, there is water. Yippee. And it's pretty, and I have a picnic table. And where the hell do I put my tent? Oh boy. Don't really want to be on the grass. I'll figure it out. Yay! There's my tent. Nope, it really is that angled on the ground. I'm gonna be slipping and sliding all night long. It is about the best selection here. I could camp over there where it's a little bit flatter, but a lot more grass and condensation inside the tent. And everything else is, well, here's the best spot. It's a road. Don't camp in roads. And there we go. I'm happy for the picnic table, but I do wish I had a flat spot to put my tent rather than that. Or however, whatever. Yay! Dinner! Taters and buffalo chicken. Not that I'm looking forward to it, but I do need to use them. Unfortunately, all my water is over there. See, that's why I had to use these potatoes. These are almost 2.5 years out of date. It's only best before, so they're just not the best. And then there's this one, the Star-Kissed Flavor Pack Buffalo Chicken Stuff. Today is April 4th, 2022. You know, assuming the Chicken Creations Buffalo Style does not give me any type of gastrointestinal distress, it's actually pretty good. It might actually earn a place in my backpack. It's it mixed with potatoes. Tasty. It's hard to tell, but this is one of the things I am testing. Not the turkeys. The rain jacket over the quilt to keep condensation from getting into the quilt from the tent. I don't think I'm going to have any condensation problem tonight because it's breezy and I'm pretty well open up. But that was the test. I got the arms tucked underneath the little foam pad. Little foam pad may mean I do not slip and slide tonight like I thought I might. That'll be nice. So, and we'll see how this goes. It may stay on all night, it may not do anything, it may not need it, but it's a nice test to see how it works out. If it works out, if I care. Well, that's it for this day. Sun's going down, it's getting close to 8 o'clock. And I'm sitting here listening to the birds, the crickets, watching the mosquitoes that want to say hi, and I don't want them to say hi. And I'm kind of enjoying looking at sticks and rocks today. I've kind of gotten tired of it in the past, but now it's just kind of calm. It's really nice. Good night. Well, it's morning, and I got a little bit more condensation than I thought I would in the tent. Not terrible. Can't see it, so why am I showing it to you? But it's just more moist than I expected it to be. And I just have to deal with that. Imagine how it would have been if I'd been on the grass the other side of the road. That would have been awful. The wind has picked up. That should help the drying of the tent. It's a little after 9 o'clock. I have all day to go 3.5 miles, up about 800 feet, down about 500 feet, then up about another 700 feet, 600 feet, I don't know. I got all day to do it. Shouldn't be too awful. Don't think it's going to be fun, but it shouldn't be awful. Might be awful, don't know. It is nice here this morning. I'm thinking about, I was going to just sit around and have some coffee and food and, sort of wait till later. But I might go ahead and just pack up and go. At 3 hours, or all day to do 3.5 miles of uphill and downhill and uphill again. And I might want to do that while it's still kind of cool. When I cleaned and tested my filter before coming out on this trip, it started out pretty clogged and did not work. But after a while, it started working fine, so I decided it was okay. Got a little wet. You can see this is still freely moving, so there's air coming out of it, but that's the amount of flow I'm getting out of this in gravity. That's kind of unacceptable. Not much water left. But the water does look pretty good and clear. That's nice. But this is not the speed I was hoping for out of this. One of the things I like about backpacking is that everything comes out of the pack and into the tent including the tent. And then everything comes out of the tent and into the pack. And as long as everything is in the pack, you know you have everything. As long as there's nothing on the ground when you're done, you have everything. And it's all just sort of a Mobius pack. This is the opposite of the Smokey and the Bandit run. I got a short way to go and all day to get there. 3.5 miles, and I got all day to do it. Up, down, up. Last time I did this 5 years ago, it kind of almost killed me. At least it felt like it did. I'm kind of not kidding. Ended up having some heart issues and things like that, but I think they're taken care of. I know what they are, I know what the problem is, and I know what to do about it. Which is, keep going or rest, whatever I want to do. So that's good news, and I'm off. I'm going to the top of one of those little hills over there. I don't know which one. It's Willson Peak. I'm climbing over the top of on the way down on tomorrow. Should be fun. Maybe. And that shady spot up there is where 5 years ago I took a break in my chair because I thought I was having a heart attack. And I wasn't. Turns out it's just a left bundle branch block, which I can't say very well. And that was the condition I talked about earlier. Just keep going or rest. It doesn't really matter. And to let them know if it changes. They were surprised I could feel it when it happens. So that's good, I guess. And so far it's doing better than it was 5 years ago, so I'm good. I keep thinking I'm almost at the top. And then I come up further and there's still a little bit more. But this is hard, but not feeling like I'm having a heart attack hard. And that's a huge success. I have forgotten how creaky and squeaky this backpack is. I do like it. Oh, those are pretty. So, squeaky backpack. Yeah, forgot. Doesn't bother me a whole lot, but there you go. Really? I have to go down and then right back up? Yay, I made it to the top. The first top. There's another top coming where I'm staying for the night. I did it without dying or feeling like I was having a heart attack. That's where I went 5 years ago up that way. But now it's uncharted territory down Wagon Road. And I think all the way over there. Can I zoom? I can't zoom. All the way over there is where I'm going. Holy shit. Well, isn't this a lovely spot for a break? A mile left to go, all of it uphill. Having some leg problems, but I'm not terribly surprised. And I think it'll go away with some more work. It's like a sore muscle that's not been used before, and I don't know. I don't know which muscle it is, but it's a muscle. And it hurts sometimes, and it sort of moves around, and I think it's from working uphill than downhill. I kind of slightly prefer uphill to downhill, which is weird to, like, everybody, I think. Anyway, I have all day to do that last mile. It's a little afternoon. I'm here for however long I want. Plenty of shade, plenty of water, so I could camp here, but I'm not going to. Earlier I toyed with the idea of doing all the way back to the truck today, doing this entire trip in one day. But I could if I had to, but I don't really want to, so I'm not going to. Okay, break's over. Headed to camp. little more than a mile and 600-foot elevation gain. Figures it should take me about an hour. Well, actually, the phone says it'll take me about an hour, but I'm not sure if that's true. I think it'll take me a little bit less than that. We'll find out. There it is. There's my campsite for tonight. Can I zoom in any further? I don't think I can. Oh well. There it is. I'm not too far away. Don't know how long I've been walking, but yay, I'm almost there. I got this to go up, and this to go up, and that to go up. But I'm almost done. Hooray. Well, I was right. The phone was wrong. It took me 48 minutes to get up here. Phone said it would take about an hour. Actually, it was CalTopo travel plan estimate hiking time. So I made it in less time than it said. So I'm here for the next several hours until tomorrow, and I go up a hill, and then I head back to the tracks. About 6.5 miles tomorrow. It was 3.5 today. My legs are doing a little. Actually, my left leg is doing fine. I think it'll be okay once it gets, a little more strength and a little more. I don't think it's a major problem at all. So this has been very good. Using an Aqua Mirror tab, or got it in Purify Auto Pure or something. It's fizzy. I didn't know that. That's where my tent is, drying the quilt out still. There's the bathroom. Tomorrow, I go up there somewheres. Then back home. It'll be exciting. It's going to be hard. It should take me about 3 hours. 6.5 miles. This is why I need to get better at hiking. And be able to do more miles in a day. The last 2 hours I've been sitting here doing this. Sitting down, drying things out, just kind of super bored. But pleasantly so this time. Just looking at sticks and rocks. Today it's trees and grasses. I have neighbors, but they're relatively quiet. So that's okay, I suppose. They can stay. Oh, the point is that if I can hike further, I don't have to sit around being bored for hours at a time every time I go hiking. Today's dinner is slightly stale pork flavored Maruchan ramen noodle soup with Spam. And it makes me feel a little bit like I'm eating cat food. But it is good. I've had it before. I've made it before. And I like it. So, yeah, whatever. Hopefully I don't drop the phone. It's bedtime. Well, I guess it's over. It's not really bedtime. It's like 7:15. Not even hike or midnight yet. Jeez. Anyway, the neighbors are over there. They're mostly quiet. They occasionally start playing some music that I can hear, which is moderately annoying, but at least they're mostly quiet. They're not partying too much. They didn't invite me over, which is sad. But I didn't even go ask either. Anyway, good second day. I think everything with my legs will be fine if the muscles get stronger, and I think that's the real issue, is just conditioning for the legs. Had a little bit of that heart issue coming up the hill to here, which was weird because I haven't had it yet. Went away, but I know that's just fine. Cardiologist is not worried about that. He just wants me to, again, let him know if it changes. So it hasn't changed. Still the same. So, good night. Sometime. Push the button. All packed up and ready to go. It's the Mobius camp. Everything comes out of the pack and into the tent, and everything comes out of the tent and into the pack. If you forget it in the tent, you have it till it's in the pack. 6.5 miles today, uphill for about 500 feet, and then downhill, hopefully on a nice gentle grade. I'm hoping.
That was home for a night. Dilapidated barn. .6 miles to the peak, which is where I'm headed. And then it's downhill to the truck. I think this is about as highest I've been in this park, Henrico. Not sure. Those nice people down there, employees of the park, are reducing the wild hog population. I forgot to ask why. Don't know if they're invasive or they just tear us shit up. Well, I can't see much, but I'm at the top of the steep part. From now on, I think it's just rolling up and down that direction, up that road, right there. Then it's break time near the peak, but it is very pretty out here. It's very nice. And I survived the climb. Over there is Gilroy somewhere. I think it's right there in the center, but I'm not sure. This is pretty. The Coast Range. I think all the way over there is Monterey. Somewhere, but my finger will show up in that area. I think. This is Willson Peak. And so is this. This is Willson Peak too. There are apparently two of them. This is where I was going to take a break. It is very nice up here. It's also very windy and a little on the cold side with that wind. So I don't know if I'm going to sit here and rest in the sun or continue back down the trail road right over there going that direction. Don't know. On a less windy trip, that would be a gorgeous spot to camp up here at Willson Peak. Huge giant oaks, nice flat spot. Well, I guess as flat as it's been up here. But it's really nice. You can see Monterey up here, Gilroy, a 5G service, of all things. Let's talk about one of the successes on this trip. It's the pack. Yes, this is the old Osprey Atmos 65 AG that I had on the PCT 4 years ago, 3 years ago, however long ago that was. And it is not hurting my shoulder at all. And this is a great thing. I want to try the Exos because it is 1.5 pounds lighter than this. And I wonder, I don't know exactly what it is about this pack that makes it not hurt my shoulder and arm and fingers. But I think it's the hip belt. I think it just hugs things a little bit too, just the right amount. And I don't have to have weight on my shoulder. I'm going to try it out at the gym, the Exos, and see if that works. Hopefully it does. I can have 1.5 pound lighter pack. I'm going to rename this park to Pointless Up and Down Park. Came up over that way, up to the top of this little hill, down there, then up there. Why couldn't we have, just skirted around down there a little bit? Well, it may have a lot of pointless ups and downs, and maybe really more the Stairmaster of parks and hiking, but it is kind of pretty. It's nice. From pointless up and down to holy shit, where's the trail? This goes off a cliff. There's my trail back. It's longer than taking the steep road that I'm going here. Trail breaks off up there somewhere, but I'm going to take the longer trail, and hopefully that helps save my knee. This is Jim Donnelly Trail, and it's a good trail for me. If this stays like this the entire way, I'm not going to have very many knee troubles at all. It's a nice gentle grade, one I can, actually easily hike. And up over this way, get a view of a pond, and it's pretty. There. Nice circuitous serpentine trail. And ponds behind the trees over there. But this is good. This was a good choice. I can see my truck. It's all the way down there. Ooh. Smack dab center now. There. That's in the shade. That's wonderful. Yay. Still got a ways to go though. I don't know how much further I have to go, but one thing's for sure. I am not yet ready for 10-mile days on the PCT. Could be partially this park is really hard, actually. But I think I can do 6 miles at the start. 3 miles, take a break, 3 miles, and take a break or camp or whatever. I think that's what's going to end up happening. If this were in the shade, I'd probably take a break. But it's not. There, I've done the Donnelly Trail. It's over. This hungry, I don't know, Hunter's Hollow, Hungry Hollow, Holler Road. Done. Almost done. Could have been shorter. Would have been nice to have been shorter, but it would have been steeper. In the end, I think I'm pretty glad it was longer. Steep was bad. Knee's doing okay. Leg's doing okay. Could be worse, could be better. Yay, my truck is still in the shade. And it's over. How many miles? 13 something miles. It's over. My truck is still in the shade. That's amazing. Well, trip's done. Recap real fast. The pack is good. I forget if it's the pack or what it is. Legs did as expected. The shirt did pretty well. It was a cotton shirt, long sleeve. What failed was the app for editing videos. That kind of failed badly. I need to figure out if it's me or if it's something that it's a bug in the software. Videos were losing sound, so I lost interest in doing anything. Should have taken a break before I got to the end, and if I wasn't so close to being done, I would have. But it's a good trip, 13 some odd miles, and I'm okay. I know what to expect on the PCT in about 2 weeks, week and a half.